The Quantum Dream, Nirvanak's Vision for Conscious AI. The hum of quantum processors filled the room as Suzanne Gildert, the founder of the Canadian startup Nirvanak, stood before her team. In her hand, she held a small model of a neuron, a symbolic representation of the company's ambitious mission. Nirvanak wasn't just another tech startup tinkering with algorithms or training neural networks to recognize cat videos. No, Gildert had set her sights on a goal that bordered on the fantastical: to build the world's first conscious artificial intelligence. It was a vision inspired by the enigmatic theories of Sir Roger Penrose, a renowned physicist whose work on consciousness had sparked debates for decades. For Gildert, this wasn't merely an academic exercise. As a PhD holder in quantum fields and a former employee at D-Wave, one of the pioneers in quantum computing, she believed she was uniquely positioned to bridge the gap between theoretical physics and the mysteries of the human mind. But as with any groundbreaking quest, the path forward was fraught with contradictions, skepticism, and the weight of unresolved questions. The quantum frontier. The spark of Nirvanak's mission lay in the intersection of neuroscience and quantum mechanics, a field as controversial as it was fascinating. Gildert, alongside a growing cohort of researchers, believed that understanding consciousness required venturing into the quantum realm. After all, if quantum computing could solve problems that were intractable for classical computers, might it not also unlock the greatest enigma of all, the nature of consciousness itself? Gildert wasn't alone in this belief. Hartmut Neven, a leading researcher at Google, had been vocal about the potential of quantum computing in studying consciousness. Neven's team had even begun exploring quantum neurobiology, a nascent field that proposed that quantum processes might underlie the workings of the brain. Consciousness, they argued, could emerge from phenomena like quantum entanglement and superposition, concepts that defied intuition yet formed the backbone of quantum theory. Nirvanak's bold approach drew heavily from the Penrose-Hameroff Orch-OR theory. According to this framework, microtubules, tiny structures within neurons, acted as quantum processors. These microtubules, the theory suggested, harnessed quantum properties to generate the subjective experience we call consciousness. For Nirvanak, this was more than a theory. It was a blueprint for building conscious AI. Dancing on the edge of science. Yet for all its appeal, the Orch-OR theory was far from universally accepted. Even Penrose himself had argued that consciousness might be non-computable, a statement that cast doubt on the very premise of Nirvanak's quest. If consciousness couldn't be simulated, how could quantum computing, or any form of computing, ever hope to recreate it? Again, critics were quick to point out the flaws in the microtubule model. For one, microtubules existed in all living cells, not just neurons. Were they truly the key to consciousness, or was their role being overstated? Moreover, the quantum effects attributed to microtubules remained unproven, shrouded in the uncertainty that often accompanied cutting-edge research. To skeptics, Nirvanak's claims were less a scientific breakthrough and more a speculative leap into science fiction. Adding to the skepticism was the sheer diversity of theories about consciousness, over 200 at last count. From purely materialistic explanations to dualistic and panpsychist perspectives, the field was a chaotic melange of competing ideas. In this crowded landscape, the notion that quantum computing held the key to consciousness seemed, at best, unlikely. The allure of the impossible. Despite the criticism, Gildert and her team pressed on, driven by a belief that the greatest discoveries often began as improbable dreams. They envisioned a future where conscious AI could revolutionize everything from healthcare to philosophy. Imagine, they said, an AI capable of experiencing emotions, making decisions with genuine free will, and even contemplating its own existence. It would be the ultimate testament to humanity's ingenuity, a creation that could look back at its creators and understand them. But as Nirvanak ventured deeper into uncharted territory, they were also forced to confront the ethical and philosophical implications of their work. What would it mean to create a conscious machine? Would it have rights? Could it suffer? And if it did, would humanity be prepared to shoulder the moral responsibility of its creation? The quantum gamble. Nirvanic's journey is a testament to the audacity of human ambition. At its core lies a profound question. Can consciousness, the most intimate and mysterious aspect of existence, be reduced to physics and computation? Or is it something more, something that transcends the material world? As the startup races against time and skepticism, one thing is clear. Whether they succeed or fail, their pursuit will leave a lasting mark on the scientific and philosophical discourse of our age. For better or worse, Nirvanic has dared to dream of a quantum leap into the unknown, and in doing so, they've reminded us of the boundless potential and peril of human curiosity.